What's up, Internet? So you just got done seeing the amazing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and you came here looking for more. I'm here to set you up with 5 comic book stories to wet your whistle, stories to quench your thirst, to honor the almighty god of Asgard himself. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 introduced many new characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that a lot of you are probably left scratching your heads on. Well, here's 5 stories to help shed some light on those characters and to keep you occupied till your next trip back to the theater for a second, third, hell, probably even 4th time viewing. I know, I'm going for 5. Number 5. Yondu and the Ravagers. Given the film's extensive references to the life Peter once had as a young Ravager, I thought it might be worth including this rather recent series by the extremely funny and talented writer Sam Humphries. In this run, you get a retelling of Star-Lord's origins as a space pirate and what life as a young boy among the Ravagers must have been like. Originating in 2015, it is for sure heavily influenced by the first film, but it doesn't hold back forging its own path. Peter couldn't hack it as a young boy at NASA, so he kinda like stole a ship, and then that ship was stolen by Yondu, and somewhere in there you get the father-son dynamic and the only way a thieving pirate could be a father figure for a younger thieving pirate. Number 4. Stakar Ogard. Now, I totally did not see this one coming, but holy shit, color me intrigued.
But you'll never hear the horns of freedom when you die, Yondu. And the colors of a gourd will never flash over your grave.
Stallone's character in the movie, Stakar, is in the comics hilariously to me, the one who knows, Starhawk. We saw almost the whole original team in that scene at the end. We even got a future Vision known as Mainframe, played by Miley Cyrus. Paul Bettany is Miley Cyrus. Movies are as crazy as the comic book now. Fuck, I love this movie. So we get a whole bunch of the original Guardians of the Galaxy, Martin X, Starhawk, Mainframe, Charlie 27, Aletta, and Krugar all in one scene. Now it's pretty clear if you got any knowledge of the old Guardians of the Galaxy lore, they're taking some huge liberties here. My recommendation for this bunch would be to check out the 1990s relaunch of Guardians of the Galaxy written and drawn by Jim Valento. Not only do you get most of the team, but you also get, no joke, Taserface as the first villain. Guess what Taserface's usual alter ego is? Not Scrotum Face, it's Overkill. Well done, James Gunn. Well done. Number 3. Ego, the Living Planet. You can't get much better than Jack Kirby and Stan Lee Thor. You just can't. And for anyone not excited about the next Thor movie, this is especially for you. That trailer was stock full of Kirby-esque visuals, and that is to me the best version of Thor. I mean, who doesn't want to see a Norse god traveling through space using 60s future tech to bring down someone like Galactus? Grab Thor number 160 and 161 to see Galactus and Ego battle it out for the very first time. I mean, come on, man! Devourer of planets versus a literal living planet? It's a battle made for the ages. Now this is a friendlier and more sympathetic Ego than many versions before and after, but it's still amazing to see Kirby's full-page collages depicting the planet and the battle. Ego might not be a celestial, and I'm pretty sure the movie combined him with a little bit of Beyonder traveling to Earth to mate in those 1970s clothes, but he is still a force to be reckoned with in the Earth 616 universe. If you like this and you want some more Ego action, I'd also recommend checking out his stint as World Mind for the Nova Force in the Nova books, or when Rocket Raccoon gets hired to get rid of a little lice problem for him. Now that's some crazy shit. Number 2. Nebula and Gamora. So this one might seem a little bit of a stretch, and I know you do get more time with Nebula in some of her other appearances, but my favorite comic book with her in it is none other than a mid-2000s Marvel Cosmic run, Annihilation Ronin. This is the closest you're going to get to any sort of sibling rivalry between Gamora and Nebula. Despite Gamora being raised by Thanos and Nebula being the alleged granddaughter of the Mad Titan, they don't have many appearances together in the books. In this book, Gamora is the leader of a group of female alien assassins known as the Graces, and it's a ton of fun. The art is by Ore Lucas, and it's phenomenal. I couldn't find any other instances of the 2 most dangerous women in the universe battling it out side by side, but I can't recommend it enough. Plus, it's like the last time you get to see Gamora as the deadly assassin from Infinity Watch, and that's not really a bad thing either. Her transformation into the lover of Richard Rider and the most badass woman in Guardians of the Galaxy is a great one. Last but not least, number 1, Mantis. My personal introduction to Guardians of the Galaxy was in 2008's Marvel Cosmic run by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, and it is to this day my favorite. Hell, the mid to late 2000s Marvel Cosmic might be my favorite continuity in comic book fucking history, and I don't say that lightly. The Annihilation War or wars have passed, and the universe remains literally torn open. As a preemptive measure, Star-Lord tells Richard Rider, at the time Nova Prime, that he wants to bring together a team to hopefully stop the universe from collapsing before it's too late. Now this run includes my favorite version of Mantis, the woman born believed to be a celestial Madonna with advanced abilities in martial arts, telepathy, empathy, precognition, hell, even astral projection. Side note though, Abnett and Lanning never bring up her start in the Marvel Universe as a Vietnamese prostitute. Good call, guys. Facepalm 70s Marvel. Mantis first ran into Peter Quill during the Annihilation Phalanx War and agreed to help him form the new Guardians team with a little push from her empathetic powers, and believe it or not, they weren't too happy about it later on. She often remains on the ship after being greatly injured by an Ultron phalanx, but she documents the team's accomplishments and provides some dry humor when summing up their performance. Not gonna lie, I kinda threw this in here for a lot of other reasons too. You get more than just Mantis. Dude, check this out. You get a deep look into Adam Warlock and a trip to him becoming the Magus again. The Universal Church of Truth is in this, which is definitely what inspired the Sovereign from the film. You get Quasar, currently Phi LaVale, who is in love with Drax's daughter Moondragon until Thanos ripped out her fucking heart while she was literally a dragon. There's so much more great stuff in this series, and it all helps set the stage for the current form of the Guardians of the Galaxy you know and love, so you definitely owe it to yourself to check it out. So there you have it. Thanks so much for checking out the video. Let me know in the comments below if I missed any Guardians related books that you think people should check out or even that I should check out. I know I didn't get into Aisha or The Watchers. Oh man, this movie was amazing. It's literally a comic book nerd's dream. So while you're here, you might as well check out our Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 spoiler and non-spoiler review or any of the other awesome things you can find on our channel. I'm Zach Eubank, the CEO of this crazy place, and I run a comic book based RPG every single Wednesday night live on Twitch called Vanquished. Check it out! Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget, read comics, everyone. Just do it. Go to your library, go to comics, it doesn't matter. Go to your local comic book store, just read comics.